Hey, ladies. Hey, how are you? Hey, I said it's time to get rolling with these talks. Time to get rolling. Soft Black woman here. I just want to jump into this topic on Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. I'm going to start off by saying, number one, Megan Thee Stallion must be protected at all costs. Black women, brown women, African women, women of color, whatever you want to call us, must be protected at all costs. I was deciphering between how this situation went down. In case you were, tuning into this after the news, basically Megan Thee Stallion and her best friend, I'm forgetting her best friend's name, and an associate who she's possibly dating or was possibly dating, Tory Lanez. They went to, I guess, one of the Jenner Kardashian houses. I believe Kylie Jenner's house. I saw some footage of them like swimming or something like that. I'm not sure how well they know each other, if they're really good friends or if they were just, doing it for the gram, because it's exciting to see these two people, in a small group together during quarantine times. People are still finding ways to be around each other. And yes, a lot of us are at home. We're bored. We're looking for things to watch. And I didn't know that they were hanging. I don't follow either of them, though occasionally I'll take a look at their stuff to see what they're doing, on social media. But it all came down. There was a rumor that she cut her foot with a glass. And then there was a rumor that there was a scuffle in a car, I guess, after they were leaving Kylie Jenner's house. And eventually it came down that I saw a statement where she basically said that she had gotten shot, that she was shot in her foot. Okay. And she did not name who did it, but she said, someone wanted to harm me. They pursued harming me and I was shot. I think she said twice. The reason I'm bringing this up on this platform, this channel, Soft Black Woman, the reason I'm bringing this up is because there was an interesting response in the media. I don't want to wholeheartedly blame it on the factors that I think are affecting it. I would say that maybe half of it is a part of this. I'm going to start by saying I think one part of it was that the severity of the situation was highly downplayed. And I also think that people do not think about energy when things are happening, when people are mixing it up, they're hanging out, they're going through a situation. And when someone gets hurt, that can be really stressful. I mean, depending on who you are, if a bee or a wasp is flying around your head, that can be really stressful. So imagine if you're in a car, you're arguing, someone brandishes a weapon and it gets put in the position to be fired off because a lot of guns have safeties. And then it's fired and you are shot and then the police come. I've seen footage. The police came. They were, I guess someone was arrested. This is not a super detailed account of what happened. But what I want to remark on is the reaction of the media. Again, maybe the reaction happened the way it was because the severity was downplayed. But in my opinion, I want to know, where is the love for Megan Thee Stallion? Everyone has been loving her music. She is hip-hop's sweetheart right now. They can't wait for a full album to drop. They can't wait for all of her new things to happen with her businesses and, for her to get all her manager stuff right. She did a fire remix with Beyonce for her song Stallion. She is currently just, the hip-hop sweetheart. And, as an aside, Cardi's not dropping new music right now. Nicki Minaj has announced her pregnancy. Megan is who everybody's been loving. just enjoying, again, during being at home times, during quarantine times. If y'all listen to this years later, y'all will remember. People are watching and looking for people and things to make them happy, to enlighten them, to give them entertainment. And Megan has been one of those people. And my thing is, I believe that she should be protected at all costs. Where is the outrage? I was watching Joe Budden's podcast, and his co-host Mal, he made a comment about it being even worse than the Chris Brown situation because a gun was involved. And people can get into semantics about worse, good or worse, better, good, whatever. People can get into semantics about that and not wanting to compare domestic abuse situations. But I, as a woman, do believe that once a gun is involved, you have reached the worst of the worst. But being from Georgia originally, I have friends who have high thoughts and obsessions about guns. And I've always had this feeling like if you feel like you need to bring a gun to a party with girls in a pool and just a little small gathering of like 6 people, during Corona times, and it's mostly girls in the pool, like, what is it? Who are you running from? Who are you trying to protect yourself from? Why do you feel it's necessary to brandish a gun in a car with a woman that you're seeing or hanging out with? On top of that, a woman who is highly regarded, hip-hop's current sweetheart. Why? I will lead it down the path to say that I believe that there is some prejudice in how Megan Thee Stallion is seen, in that she can be enjoyed for our visual pleasure, for our entertainment pleasure, but just like a lot of Black women, she has not been presented in a way to suggest that she should be cherished. And I want to use this story to say, ladies, we must change the narrative. We deserve to be cherished. We Black women deserve to be cherished and protected. And so does Megan Thee Stallion. She deserves to be protected. She deserves to be cherished. And the idea that protecting and cherishing her is funny. I mean, there's been memes. And I'm not going to say that I haven't laughed. Laughter is medicine for the soul. I saw one meme that they made where they imposed her face with where Della Reese, was saying, oh, she got shot in her pinky toe. Any of you who have ever seen the movie Harlem Nights would remember that scene. And even that scene in that situation, it's a comedic drama. But there was a falling out with her and her really good friend, played by Eddie Murphy. And she got shot. There's never an excuse to shoot any woman. There's never an excuse to shoot a Black woman, especially if the situation, people get into situations, absolutely. But you know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, I'm talking about protect the Black woman at all costs. Soft Black woman, what can you do? This is my question that I would love to hear or love to see your responses in the comments section. What do you think could have been done differently? What do you think about Megan's, again, just talking, she's our sweetheart, our hip hop sweetheart. What do you think can be done to protect Megan and other Black women like her? And what do you think could have been done differently to appeal to the masses to call out for her protection? At this time, currently, we are still seeking justice in the murder of Breonna Taylor, another Black woman who was shot and killed in her home at night. There have been 0 arrests as I'm recording this right now. What could have been done different? and what should be done differently. I appreciate you all for listening. I thank you for clicking the subscribe button to hear more. Lots more talks. Soft Black woman. We deserve to be pampered. We deserve to be loved. Let's get it.